So we've seen some green this week. We've seen some red this week. We started off today on a red note for XRP and the crypto market in general. But XRP is in fact green on the weekly. This is exactly what we want to see here. We're kind of prepping again for that next extension, that next breakout like we've been waiting for. And what it really looks like is this is kind of the bear's last stand. This is where they're trying to suppress the market. They're trying to do whatever they can, throw whatever they can at it. Unfortunately, it's not really working out that well for them right now. And we're going to discuss that in this video, but I do want to mention also something that's taking place later today that could cause a little bit of volatility in the market. So again, if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell, it's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So just looking at the daily, first of all, you guys can see that we have started off on a little bit of a red note today, down 0.86%, nothing big. We just got some overseas selling taking place. We did get some long leverage liquidations taking place. Not really surprising. Longs followed pretty aggressively on the moves that we were making over these past few days. We'll call it a little bit of an overexcitement in the market. But, you know, it's not hard to get excited when we're seeing what we're seeing. Big institutional days on both the Bitcoin and Ethereum side. We obviously had the passing of the big beautiful bill in the House as well. So now today we actually are going to see Donald Trump sign this into law. This is taking place later today around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or so definitely pay attention. I'm expecting that point may have some volatility present in the market, but I'll get to this more here in just a moment in terms of XRP. But what we're seeing here is, again, another green weekly candle, if this will load. There we go. And this green weekly candle, again, is still keeping us above that bull market support band. It's exactly where we want to see. We have the potential for now 2 weekly closes in a row above this. And why this is so important is, guys, when this happens, we tend to go on runs. I will say, just take a look back here. Close that weekly candle of April 28th. Gosh, that's so long ago. April 28th, and we had a nice extension where XRP actually ran up to $2.65. Doesn't always work out that way, but right now the shorts and the bears are trying to do whatever they can to suppress price. Something I wanted to show you guys, for example, there are tons of articles talking about, you know, sell your XRP before this 70% crash. Sell it before we go back to, you know, crap like that, right? And you guys can see that there is a short presence in the market. It's about a 7% imbalance currently. Guys, I hope nobody's fooled at this point, because it's very clear that, one, there is extremely limited supply to go around in terms of XRP and in terms of the crypto market in general. Just take a look at the spot XRP, for example, that XRP available on exchanges, and we can see a very consistent trend. Again, if this loads, there it is, that it has just been removal. Just take a look at this weekly chart, guys. The last actual inflow week was March 16th. So it's been a while. This week so far, we've seen $58 million worth of XRP removed from exchanges. And I think now it's becoming very apparent what Ripple is trying to do, what XRP is trying to do. And people want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of this big adoption and big push forward that's taking place. That is going to bode very well for XRP price moving forward. Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. And I'm not saying we can't go down in terms of price. We could obviously see things get bad in the market. We could have economic uncertainty. We could get a bad GDP report later this month. There are tons of things that could obviously be a little bit of a bump in the road. But when we talk about long-term adoption and long-term implementation of XRP, especially in the payment systems here in the US, it seems like we're on that track right now. The news coming out each and every day is kind of supporting that. In fact, there was one, oh gosh, I passed it here. There was some grant or something. Anyways, there's just, my feed is doing weird stuff. Anyways, I hope everybody gets the point. We are in a very good spot right now. The market's kind of taking its breath. The bears are trying to make their essentially last stand before we're talking about breakouts in terms of XRP, in terms of BTC, all the total charts, total 2, total 3, USDT dominance breakdown, BTC dominance breakdown. We're all on the verge of this big next massive push in the market, and it's a question of, you know, what is that trigger? Maybe this weekend gets us to that point. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.